Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever ember wanders near.
Right. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow because I do have family time tomorrow. So we are going to finish off with our traditional end of the week video. That's right. It is Scott time. And he is basically doing something with the world's heaviest mug, and if it can stop a bullet. Let's take a look.
Hey, Scott, check out my new mug. Ah! What, you have surgery or something? Your face looks the same. No, not my face. My new mug. This thing weighs 22 pounds. Why in the world would you buy that? Because now I can drink my protein shakes and get jacked all at the same time. You're an idiot. Yeah, well, at least I'm not a weak idiot.
Wait, is this a real thing? Like a heavy, like 25-pound mug specifically so you can like get a workout while drinking your beverage? The strongman mug? Really? Interesting. I mean, honestly, it's not a bad idea. I'll be real, that's actually not a bad idea.
You probably couldn't even hold this thing. Well, let's find out. You got it. Oh, my wrist! Oh! I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Are you sure that landed directly on your toesies? Mm-hmm, good. Just gonna go.
Stop!
Okay, well, I'm really sorry. Man, he is really tough.
Poor Scott.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. You know what? I'm a little bit thirsty. I've got the world's heaviest mug here, and it's not even that heavy. Everyone's like, oh, I can't even pick it up. I totally can. I can get it. Okay, it's pretty heavy. I have seen these things all over the internet with all the big, strong bodybuilders and world's strongest men trying to pick them up and drink from them, and it is very heavy. It is 22 pounds, and it is solid. I mean, just a big old chunk of steel. When I first saw this thing, naturally, my first thought was, I bet my cat couldn't knock that off the counter at 3 a.m. and scare me to death. And my second thought was, I wonder if that could stop a bullet. I'll have to wait till tonight to see if my cat can knock it off of the countertop, but right now we're gonna see if it will stop a bullet. I have firearms ranging from small all the way up to very large, and we're gonna put this thing to the test. So let's go get set up and get started.
Oh. Oh.
Today I come prepared. I don't have just one world's heaviest mug. I've got 3 of these things. Each one of them weighs 22 pounds. So we've got 174 pounds of coffee mugs. I highly doubt we make it through all 3 of these, but I'm gonna put liquid in each.
Hold up.
Weighs 22 pounds. So we've got 174 pounds of coffee mugs.
Holly? Scott? Scott, my guy? Yeah, the math and Scott. That's okay. Chat. It's okay. He's pretty. It's okay.
I highly doubt we make it through all 3 of these, but I'm going to put liquid in each one. I'm actually kind of curious to how much liquid these hold. Looks like about 12 ounces. All right, today we're going to start out with 22 long rifle. Pull that off of my handy dandy hold up displays gun wall. I have a Ruger Mark IV suppressed 22, and I'm loaded up with 1 round of 40 grain 22 long rifle. Look at this little guy. He's trying to get nectar out of my Barrett. Okay, here we go.
No, he was hugging the charging handle.
I'm not really sure if I hit it. I'm gonna do it one more time. Not really sure where I hit, honestly.
can't tell if he hit it.
Marks on this thing, but I do have a mark here on the table. So it looks like it ricocheted off of there and then skimmed our table. I'm going to say 22 long rifle is going to do nothing to the world's heaviest mug. Up next is going to be 5.7. I have
I'm worried he might have missed. I don't think that was a ricochet. Cause even if he hit it and didn't do anything, you would have at least seen like I would think you would have seen some scoring mark to indicate the hit. I'm actually surprised he doesn't have the mugs all lined up side by side instead of one in front of the other.
Ruger 5.7, and I'm loaded up with one round of 5.7, and these are 40 grain rounds. All right, here we go.
That's a hit.
We had a
that was
solid hit with the 5.7 right there, and it did absolutely nothing to the world's heaviest mug. And most of my soda is still in there. Up next is going to be 9mm. This is a SIG P211 GTO. This thing is absolutely slick, and I'm loaded up with one round of 9mm.
Very pretty gun.
115 grain full metal jacket. All right, here we go.
Good hit.
Looks like I spilled a little bit of my soda. Looks like we hit right there with the 9mm, and there is a little bit of a mark there, but not much.
Interesting.
And most of my drink is still in there. Up next is going to be 40 Smith & Wesson. This should knock the mug right off the table. This is a Bull Armory SAS-2, and I'll be loaded up with one round of 40. These are 180 grain full metal jackets.
You just got jammed.
Oh.
We
Good
hit
hit.
it pretty square that time. Right there with the 40, and it actually knocked it back, but still is not doing
a solid
lot to this mug. Up next, we're going to step it up to 45 ACP, the Lord's caliber.
Good Lord.
I have a 1911, but this thing has two barrels.
The dueler,
this is
baby.
An APF dueler, and I'm loaded up with 2 rounds of 45 ACP. These are 230 grain full metal jackets.
This should be good.
The aim on this is a little squirrely, so not really sure if I'll hit it or not, but we're going to try.
Yeah.
I think I hit above it and below it.
It went right here. The one round went right here. Yep, it impacted right here. It went through the table. Because you can see so it went through here, and you can see the puff right here. And then the second round went back here. Yeah, you can actually see like 2 impact points.
So when the bullets leave that gun, they kind of act like they don't like each other. Typically, one goes high or low, and one goes left or right. One of the two.
It's double whiff.
Like I hit the table right here, and the other one flew right above it. But if 40 and 9 didn't do much to this, I don't think 45 is going to do a whole lot either. Up next, we're going to step it up to 357. Talking about that 357. This is a Coonan 1911 chambered in 357, and I'm loaded up with one round, 125 grain jacketed hollow point.
Okay.
Definitely hit that.
Ooh, that was a good
Looks
hit.
like I hit a little bit to the right, ricocheted off of this, and then hit the grip. Man, this thing's pretty tough. Now we're going to start stepping it up to some handguns that are a little bit bigger and a little more powerful. First up is going to be a Smith & Wesson 629 44 Magnum, and I have one round of 44 Magnum. That's a 245 grain full metal
Dirty
jacket.
Harry gun, baby. Hey, that was a good hit.
The top of the mug with the 44 Magnum. It put a really good dent in that thing, and then almost knocked it over onto the other two. That thing weighs 22 pounds. I mean, that was really delivering some force. Spilled my soda, though. I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to pour a little bit of that in that one. There we go. Let's put that back here. Up next, we are going to step it up to 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. This one has an 8 3/8
I'm waiting for the 500.
I'll be loaded up with a 460 Magnum, 360 grain hard cast. Guarantee we knock over the mug.
Yeah. Good hit.
Wow.
I couldn't tell what the damage was, though.
We had a good hit
Oh,
with the 460 Magnum. We hit right
the
there,
dent.
and this is wild. That round broke up. Look at this
Holy.
line on the table up here. You can see it goes
Oh,
from here
shit.
all the way across, and that is shrapnel that came from this when it
Oh.
busted on that.
It's the thing. The thing is functioning like one of his steel targets. Like, you know, those steel targets that he's got that he's got set up. Like, it's functioning like one of those. Yeah, this is impressive. And thank you, Needler. Thank you for the tier 1. How you doing, honey?
Mug. That is pretty crazy, and this thing is still in great shape. You could still drink out of that. Let's hit it with something bigger. The last handgun we have today is a big one. This is a 500 Bushwhacker. It's pretty much a 500 Magnum on steroids. This is the round it fires. That is a 400 grain hard
Good
cast.
God.
This thing still makes me a little nervous, so got on a little bit of extra safety gear. Okay, this should be pretty interesting.
I think he missed.
For one, I am concussed. 2, pretty sure I shot right above it. Round 2.
Good hit.
That was pretty impressive. Let's have a
Solid.
look at our mug. Oh my goodness, I know where we hit. Look at that.
That's
That is
a good
big
dent.
old chunk missing out of that thing. That
Aye.
is pretty darn impressive. But you know what else
Yes,
is
it is.
impressive?
I had you.
And you only have 2 more weeks to get entered in to win the Ballistic Bandit. The Ballistic Bandit is a 1978 Pontiac Trans Am that was custom built by Trans Am Depot and is the only one in the entire world. Custom roadster shop chassis, 700 horsepower motor, it's full-wheel drive, and has all the amenities of a modern vehicle. And not to mention the electric exhaust cutouts. The clock is ticking, and now you only have 2 weeks to win this thing. For every $5 you spend on Kentucky Ballistics merch, will get you 1 entry. And this week's new shirt is 4 on the bore. And if your closet is running out of space, that's okay, because now I have some new Kentucky
Hello,
Ballistics
Pierce
decals.
Virus.
Be
Welcome
sure to
in.
swing over to KentuckyBallistics.com. There's a link in the description down below. Get on it before it's too late. That was our last handgun. Now we're going to step it up to shotgun and rifles. We're only going to use 1 shotgun.
This should be interesting.
But it's a big one. This is my H&H single shot 10 gauge shotgun suppressed with a JK Armament 10 gauge suppressor. And I'll be using a 10 gauge slug, and this thing is 1 3/4 ounces.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Soda.
No ice.
So I moved a new mug up front. We hit right there with the 10 gauge. Didn't do a whole lot to it.
Not a whole lot. Compared to those high caliber pistols, that's next to nothing.
But it definitely delivered some power because it knocked it over pretty easy. This mug is proven to be pretty tough. It's time we step it up to rifles. First up is going to be 5.56. This
Honestly,
is
a lot of these rifles I don't think are gonna do all that much. Like for these they're not getting through, to be sure. What kind of mug is it? A solid steel 22-pound mug. Literally, the mug is 22 pounds and it's solid steel. The Barrett might, yes, but the majority of the rifles, I actually don't think that they're going to do much. I think a lot of them, they're going to put like maybe a little dent in them. I think like the high caliber pistols are actually going to have done more damage than these rifles, because this is not about speed and penetration. This is about power to get through the steel. So I actually don't think a lot of these rifles are going to do a whole heck of a lot, if I'm going to be honest. It knocked them over. It might not even knock them over, because the round is the round, even though there's a lot of power behind them, the round is kind of like, comparatively speaking, small because they're narrow. And I think it's going to treat it like hitting a steel target, where it'll basically just it'll hit the mug and disintegrate. It might put a bit of a dent on it, depending on the power behind it. I don't think it's going to actually force the mug over like the pistols, because the pistol calibers is not so much about penetration, it's about power delivery, whereas rifle calibers are much more about penetration. So that extra speed is not going to translate into force generation in just like sheer raw power with the higher surface area of the round hitting it.
SIG 516 G3. I have a 20-round mag, and I'm loaded up with 1 round.
308
actually
might,
2
yeah, the
rounds
308
of
might, because that's more of a
5.56.
blunter
I think
round.
This is going to put a pretty big dent in it.
Yeah, see?
Okay. The rifles are definitely going to do a number on this thing. Look at that. That is from the 5.56. That knocked out a big old chunk of that thing.
That will,
Wow.
that's
Didn't
a better
really
chunk
move
than I thought it would get.
But a lot of penetration. Up next, we're going to step it up to
That, you know what? That 5.56 penetrated more than I thought it would. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe these rifles will be able to tear through it.
7.62 by 39. I have an RPK today. This has a 20-round mag, and I'm loaded up with some 7.62 by 39 full metal jackets. I'm not a huge fan of the sights on that RPK, and this is why I can't hit squat with them, but I hit down here, and we just put a little dent in that thing. Didn't do a whole lot. 5.56, 7.62 by 39. They're kind of old news. The new hotness right now is 277 Fury. And this is a SIG Spear chambered in 277 Fury. And now we loaded up with some 155 grain 277 Fury. These things
see what this
are
does.
screaming at over 3,000 feet per second. This is going to put a dent in it. Golly. Okay, we spun it around. Let's have a look.
Coming around.
Oh, that is a big old chunk taken out of that thing.
Yeah. You know what? I was wrong. These rifle rounds are doing more than I thought. Okay, I was wrong. These rifles are actually doing some serious damage and giving it some hits. This is about the same a level of damage as some of those high caliber pistols did. Like, are we expecting it to go fully through? No, we're not expecting it to fully penetrate, but it's actually doing damage to it about the same as when you're getting up to like the 357 and the 460, with the oh fuck, what was that Magnum? Not the 500, the one below the 500, but like the 357, the 500 Magnum. It's doing damage kind of comparable to this.
Dang, that is one hard-hitting, fast-moving round, and that mug still ate it.
Good, I don't want to get spoiled.
Ooh, there is actually a dent in there. Let's have a
Really?
look at that. Yep, you can see it right there.
Shit, where the 7.62 hit.
Because that is some thick steel. Up next, we have another big, fast-moving round, the 30-06. And this is my favorite.
Here we go.
30-06, the Ohio Ordnance Works H-Car. I have one 20-round mag loaded up with 1 round of 30-06. And
This might be impressive.
Full metal jacket.
Solid.
Let's look at this thing. Whoo! That is another really big mark. My goodness.
Okay. That is an impressive crater. And we said that and we were saying the 30-06 is where things are going to get really fun. That's an impressive crater. Very impressive. Yeah, no spalling, you're right. But at least not that we can see.
Goodness. 5.56, 277 Fury.
You don't think the depth was 7.62? That's true. You're right. The drinking area probably is like up here, so you could be right about that.
And then there's 30-06. Took a big chunk out of that thing. Wow. Right. Guess we need to step it up to something even bigger. I have 3 more rifles to hit this heavy mug with, and they are some big boys. First up, it's going to be a double barrel 500 Nitro Express elephant rifle. And this one is for all you Pokemon lovers out there. It has some awesome engravings. If you look here on the bottom, you have a Snorlax. On the side here, you have a Blastoise. On this side, you have a Charizard, and on the very top is a little Pikachu. And I'll be using this big old round. That's a 500 Nitro
this is
Express,
gonna...
and that is a 570
Yeah, the mug is gonna fly.
Full Metal jacket.
This is gonna fly. You are not wrong. There it goes.
Knocked it off the table.
Solid. Ooh, oh, we're getting a good look at the crater on the side there. Okay, I want to wait till he gets it. The crater actually looks a little shallow compared to the others.
Well,
no, I didn't expect it to punch through.
We spilled our soda. Let's have a look. I think I turned it this way. Wow, that is a big dent. Look at that crater.
That's impressive.
That took a ton of material off that thing. I think your results with this really depend on where you hit, because up through here about this far, this is hollowed out. But this down here is solid. This next rifle makes a 500 Nitro Express look like a Red Ryder BB gun. This is my A-Square 577 Tyrannosaur. Only 24 of these things were ever made in the entire world, and it fires this behemoth of a round.
Oh, this should be good.
T-Rex, and that's a 750 grain round.
Eat shit.
Oh, wow. That
Oh my God.
was quite the ride. Ha.
It got through. It got through.
The round
Oh, shit.
is right here on the table, and it looked like it was smoking when I walked up. I need to get some liquid on this thing. Come on.
Yeah, it punched a hole through it.
Oh!
Holy!
Oh my gosh!
Blasted
Get
out the
that-
ass of the table.
Oh,
It completely blew its ass out.
God, yes.
That is insane.
Wow.
That is a hot bullet. I can't believe it's
Kiwi.
right there. That means we yep. We went through this thing. Oh
Holy
my
crap.
goodness, look at that.
Why?
577 T-Rex.
Now, I am legit wondering if it would go through on the lower part of it where the steel is solid. Don't forget, it was
For the
only, it's
win.
hollow there.
That is crazy.
I am curious
No wonder
if
that
it
thing
hits
was
the
so
bottom.
hot. Because that is some high friction for that to
Holy
push through that
shit.
steel. That thing was sizzling. I'm not touching that, that's for sure. I do want to
It didn't go through both sides. It went through just this first lip. It did not go through the back. It just went through here. But that's still
I'm not touching that.
damn
that's for
impressive.
Sure. I do want to touch this. I've got. Oh, it's melted to the table.
Oh, shit.
What the? That's loose. I wonder why. That's weird. That is pretty gnarly. It hit that mug
Damn.
and then just said, "That's okay. I'll just squeeze on
I
through
think
here."
it
and
dented it.
push
I
all
don't
the
think
way.
I don't think it took a chunk out of the backside. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying there. Yeah, it did do a good dent. I'm not sure if it dented it or actually took a chunk out of it. Let me see if we can. That looks like a dent. It looks like it dented it. Like, I don't think it actually, like it's a solid freaking dent. But I'm not sure if it, took a chunk out.
I threw that. It's pretty
But
impressive.
it's still
we
really
still
damn
got
good.
One more rifle. And for that rifle, I'm going to use a fresh 22-pound mug. These two right here.
Here we go.
Pretty good souvenirs for somebody. I don't know if you could drink out of that one anymore, though. That's only if you want a little bit of coffee. Just half a cup. We have one last rifle to smack the world's heaviest mug
Here
with,
we
and
go.
That is a rifle that I have a special relationship with, a 50 BMG. This is a Barrett M82A1 semi-automatic 50 BMG, and I'm loaded up with one round of slap ammunition. Just kidding. Are you serious? You think I want another 15-inch neck scar? This is a 660 grain 50 BMG full metal jacket. But if you do want to see some other really cool stuff with 50 BMG and other things like it, I have a new channel on Pepperbox called Kentucky Ballistics Unfiltered, and I highly suggest you check it out. I'd normally just stand and shoot this thing, but I need to be a little more precise today. I'd say I hit it, and my sinuses are now clear.
Home! Only through one side, though. Hold up. Let me see where it ricocheted.
And my sinuses are now clear.
Where's the rat? It hit? Wow, look at that flash. That's a cool flash. I have no idea where the hell the round went. No clue. Oh, wait. Is that it? I can't tell. Is that it right there? That could be it. Flying straight up. That could also be part of it pinwheeling away.
Well, let's see. We threw this thing about a good 10 to 12 feet. Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah. We made it through it.
Nice.
Made it through it, but we did not make it through the other side. There's a dent right there, but it did not have enough power to make it through both sides of the 22-pound mug. We also have quite the dent right here in the front, but I think what impresses me about this test the most is today, a 5.77 Tyrannosaur, one of the world's largest safari rifles in the world, stood toe-to-toe with the 50 BMG. Both of them made it through the front of this 22-pound mug, and neither one made it all the way through it. So we are tied today between 50 BMG and 5.77 Tyrannosaur. But now I want to know what could make it through both sides of this mug, or maybe two mugs. Maybe one day we'll have to shoot these with the 20mm anti-tank rifle. Also,
yes, please.
Don't forget, if you want to get your start in firearms technology, be sure and check out STI. There's a link in the description down below. Hey, I like these
Just
things.
as good as the
also,
hammer.
Be sure and give today's video a like, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future awesome content. Oh.
Shit!
And as always,
Oh my God!
name is Scott, thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time. I thought I forgot to say something. Oh yeah, don't forget to pick up a new shirt and get entered to win the Ballistic Bandit. Okay, bye.
Oh, that was great. Oh, that was fantastic. Those mugs are damn impressive, I gotta say. They are really freaking impressive. Holy crap. And only 2 of them got through. And yeah, that Tyrannosaur, it did more damage, I think, because it was a flatter round, so it had more expansion maybe when it hit. The 50 was like more narrow pointed, so it just basically zipped right on through. But damn, that was good.
Ember burns